All right, let's truly unpack something foundational today.
Hmm.
This deep dive is all about understanding some, well, incredible forces that really shape not just who we are, but how we experience every single moment of life.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're going to dive into the ancient wisdom of the Bhagavad Gita, specifically looking at what it says about these three fundamental qualities of nature.
The gunas.
Exactly, the gunas, and how they influence absolutely everything we do, think, and feel.
And what's truly fascinating here is that we're stepping into chapter 14 of the Bhagavad Gita.
Right.
It's often known as the yoga of the division of the three gunas.
Okay.
And at its heart, this chapter, well, it unveils a profound teaching from Sri Krishna to Arjuna about supreme knowledge.
Supreme knowledge, not just theory then.
No, not at all. It's presented as a direct pathway, to understanding a higher reality and ultimately achieving liberation.
Liberation from the cycle of birth and death.
Precisely. And the central concept we'll explore in detail is the explanation of these three qualities, or gunas of nature. Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas.
Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. Got it.
So our mission in this deep dive is to not just grasp what these qualities are, but how they manifest in our lives.
And how we navigate them, right?
Exactly. Most importantly, how we can genuinely navigate and maybe even transcend them.
You know, we all have those days, don't we?
Oh, definitely.
Some days you feel clear, focused, totally at peace. Other days you're just restless, driven by like 100 different desires.
Yeah.
And then there are those days you just want to pull the covers over your head and do nothing at all.
The tamas days.
Right. So the Gita suggests these aren't just random moods, but the constant interplay of these three qualities.
That's the core idea.
So to really unpack this, what are these qualities at their core, sattva, rajas, and tamas, and what kind of initial impact do they have on life?
That's a perfect way to frame it because they are incredibly relatable, as you said. Sri Krishna explains them very systematically.
Yeah.
Okay. Sattvaguna is described as the quality of purity, knowledge, and peace.
Purity, knowledge, peace, like clarity.
Think of it exactly like clarity, harmony, lightness. But, and this is important, even sattva can subtly bind us.
How so?
Well, if we become overly attached to its results,
Yeah.
like taking pride in being knowledgeable or getting too comfortable in that peaceful feeling.
Ah, I see. Okay, what about the next one? Rajas.
Then we have Rajasguna. This is the cause of action, desire, instability. It's really the engine that drives us.
The engine. For better or worse?
For better or worse, yes. It's all about passion, ambition, restlessness, that constant need to do something.
Got it. And the last one? Tamas.
And finally, Tamasguna. This is the root of ignorance, laziness, and delusion.
So the pull the covers over your head one?
Pretty much. It often manifests as inertia, dullness, maybe even despair sometimes.
Wow, okay.
And what's crucial, really crucial to understand, is that these three qualities are present in varying proportions in every single individual.
Always. So it's never just one.
Rarely, if ever, purely one. It's their unique and ever-shifting combination that truly shapes a person's nature and subsequently their actions, their karma.
A dynamic dance, you said.
Exactly. It's a constant dynamic dance within us.
That distinction really helps clarify them. It makes sense they're not static, but always in flux. So if we take these definitions, how do these gunas actually affect us in our, daily lives? What are the practical, observable influences, things we might actually notice?
Right. Let's connect this to daily experience. The effects become incredibly clear and practical.
Good.
When sattva is dominant, it leads to knowledge, a sense of happiness, and overall balance within a person.
Okay, like when you're in the zone.
Exactly. Think about that moment when you're truly absorbed in creative flow, or you calmly solve a complex problem with real insight that's often a high sattva state.
Makes sense.
Rajas, on the other hand, that fuels desires. It increases greed, creates a feeling of restlessness or agitation.
So the striving.
Yes, the striving. It's the driving force behind ambition, sure, but also competition and often discontent. That feeling you must achieve something or constantly need more.
I recognize that one. And tamas.
And tamas, well, it manifests as laziness, confusion, a general state of ignorance.
Like being stuck.
That's it, precisely. That feeling of being stuck, overwhelmed, or just wanting to completely disengage from everything.
Okay.
And Sri Krishna highlights their dynamic influence too. He teaches that when sattva increases, a person tends to rise.
Rise how? Spiritually?
Spiritually, intellectually, or just in terms of inner well-being, yeah. When rajas increases, they become entangled
Entangled. In what?
in their actions and desires, constantly striving, like we said, and often feeling unfulfilled despite the activity.
Right.
And when tamas increases, they tend to fall into lower states of consciousness, perhaps. Lethargy, despair, or just complete inaction.
That's a really powerful description of their effects. It's easy to see these playing out.
It is, isn't it?
So, given these powerful, almost magnetic influences, what does Sri Krishna suggest? What's the way to maybe transcend or rise above these qualities? They sound pretty foundational.
Yeah, they do. And this raises the absolute most important question, really.
Okay.
And Sri Krishna provides a profound answer. He describes the true yogi.
The true yogi.
As one who understands these three gunas, recognizes their play within and around them, and successfully rises above them.
Rises above them, so not controlled by them.
Exactly. Such a person is not bound by sattva, rajas, or tamas. They achieve a state of equanimity.
Equanimity. What's that exactly?
It's called samahava in Sanskrit. It means even-mindedness, remaining balanced, undisturbed.
Regardless of what's happening. Pleasure, pain.
Yes. Balanced in the face of pleasure and pain, honor and dishonor, profit and loss, all the pairs of opposites.
Wow. That's quite a state to reach.
It is. And crucially, they remain situated in a higher consciousness, or in God. It's about observing the gunas without being swept away by them.
So you see them, you recognize, that's rajas kicking in, or that's tamas trying to pull me down.
Precisely. It's not about suppressing them necessarily, but recognizing their influence.
Could you give an example?
Sure. Like if you find yourself stuck in a, let's say, a tematic procrastination loop.
Been there.
Right. Recognizing it as a tematic influence can actually empower you to consciously shift towards a more rajasic action just getting started.
Okay, using rajas to overcome tamas.
Yes, and then ideally guiding that rajasic action with sattvic clarity and purpose so it's productive and not just restless.
I see. Using them intentionally almost.
In a way, yes. Understanding their nature allows for a more conscious navigation.
So we've defined them, we've seen how they affect us daily, and we've touched on transcending them. Bringing it all together, what's the core, the ultimate message of this deep dive into Chapter 14? What do you want our listener to really walk away with?
Well, I think the main message is truly profound, but also incredibly practical. The critical first step for each of us is simply to recognize and become aware of these three qualities of nature.
Just awareness.
Just starting with awareness within ourselves and in the world around us. That awareness itself is powerful. The ultimate goal then, as taught in this chapter, is to rise above their binding influences.
To not be controlled by them.
Exactly.
Okay.
And to become situated in a state of higher awareness, or as the Gita says, in God.
And the definition of the yogi again.
To reinforce that, yes. A true yogi, as defined here, is someone who is free from the grip of the gunas. Someone who maintains that equanimity.
Samahava.
Samahava, the state of inner balance, yes.
Yeah.
And devotion, bhakti, which aligns you with a higher purpose.
And this state.
This state, the chapter teaches, is what ultimately liberates one from the cycle of birth and death. It's about moving beyond the constant push and pull of material nature.
You know, as we're talking about this, a thought just struck me, and this is where it really comes alive, I think. If our fundamental nature, our actions, our moods, are all influenced by these three qualities, sattva, rajas, tamas,
Right.
how might a conscious awareness of which guna is dominant at any given moment, how might that change our responses?
That's a fantastic question.
Like how we respond to challenges, or how we pursue goals, or even just how we understand ourselves.
It could change everything, couldn't it?
Yeah. Consider, for everyone listening,
Yeah.
how could recognizing these forces empower you to make more intentional choices in your daily life?
Instead of just reacting.
Exactly. Not just reacting to your impulses or your moods, but truly choosing your state, or at least how you engage with it.
That's a powerful thought to end on, really bringing the awareness into practical action.
Something to definitely mull over.